What's up, gamers? Welcome in. Welcome in, folks. Come on. How are folks doing today? Oh, so yeah, that's been Sprocket since like the entire... Like, I think that's been the case ever since I put in the villager chat. You only just noticed now? That's funny. Hey, what's up, Spixie? How's it going? What's up, DZ? What's up, Ian? How are folks doing today? What's up, Kel? Let's get in here. Let's get the game going. I'm curious if I'm gonna finish it today. If I'm gonna do like finish one of the story paths today. Hey, what up, Brendan? Oh, thank you for the sub. Bixie, what the heck? Finish it sure is a way to put it.
I think
Okay.
Seven said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens.
Yeah, Sheepy's still a bit sick, unfortunately. We got a bit sick at the con that we went to, despite masking the whole time. But I'm feeling quite a bit better today, thankfully. Still got a little bit of a cough, but not much. Junpei slid the card through the reader. The light on the reader turned green and made a tiny electronic noise.
I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the two of us, but let's do our best.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Well, there are beds on E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh. First,
Oh.
we need to find out if...
Dude, you're so... This is brutal.
Just like we did before.
I very slightly kind of sort of forget exactly what is happening right now, where we're like what exactly we're doing at this exact moment in time.
There it is.
But I think I'll get
It's
back
not
into
wet
it.
at all.
Let's go.
Yes.
Once it had been checked for water, Junpei and June stepped into the elevator.
Look! Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the C and bottom button can be pushed.
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out.
Yeah, I remember that. It's freaking stupid. Junpei hit the bottom button. The door closed. Slowly, they began to move downward.
Oh, so this is the bottom deck.
They stepped off and saw that the hallway to their right ended somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. The hallway in front of them was a dead end, but not a regular dead end.
Over there.
This is a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase. Doors 4 and 5. 3 more in the large hospital room. Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck. It was a 6 on the door on E deck, and a 1 on the door on A deck.
Right. 4, 5, 3, 7, 8, 6, and 1.
That means...
And now door 2 stood in front of Junpei.
Do you think the next door we find?
Yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Despite himself, Junpei felt excited. There was something about that excitement that frightened him as well.
Finally!
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
He did his best to put it from his mind and headed to C deck with June. So have you played these games before, Spixie?
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces.
The pieces of paper they'd folded up lay on the ground next to Junpei's legs. Everyone had written on paper pulled from Junpei's notebook in an effort to pull together a blind
Just
vote.
double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
Your friend played there's fun to watch? Oh, okay, heck yeah. Why had they decided to vote that way?
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
They decided it wasn't fair to simply ask everyone at once. That would allow people to force others to go through certain doors.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery.
And he had a plan. It wasn't a plan he wanted anyone catching wind of, however. He did his best to act calm as he began to open and read the pieces of paper.
All right, let's open these up.
What's his plan here?
First
I'm
one
curious.
says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, we don't have time for that. So, let's keep going.
I would love to explain why. He opened the second
Next is
one.
Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Junpei continued with the third, fourth, and fifth pieces of paper.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But, no.
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
Brutal.
I'm not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
I don't know if not wearing clothes is necessarily a prerequisite to be an exhibitionist, but
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency?
All
Nobody
right,
wants to
don't
have to
need
look at a
slut
chick
shame,
who looks
dude.
like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
holy guacamole. Lotus's hair flared out like the mane of an angry
Oh,
lion,
not
and she
good.
roared with a voice that shook the walls.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
With some difficulty, Ace managed to restrain her.
Junpei, read the rest.
Right.
Quickly now! Junpei tore his eyes away and looked down at the sixth piece of paper. He opened it.
June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
All the papers, save Junpei's, had been read. He did some quick calculations in his head.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1.
This was the door on A deck near the central staircase.
7 and Lotus requested door 2.
This was the door on the bottom deck and could be reached by taking the elevator to the bottom of the ship.
Santa and June requested door 6.
This was the door on E deck and could be reached by taking the elevator near the central staircase down.
Then the door I should choose is...
It took him less than a second to run the numbers. He opened the seventh piece of paper and
Okay,
spoke.
The last one is mine. I want to go through...
Oh, shiz, wait. Oh. What door am I choosing here? 1, 2, or 6? I see what his plan is. He gets to choose now. He gets to be the last person to choose. I get it. Pick 1 or 2. Why don't I want to go with June? I'm killing him! He deserved the writing an essay. Will give me the ending I can't get yet? Okay, okay. The greatest character design. All right, 1 or 2, folks. 1 or 2. What are we thinking here? Show of hands in the chat. 1 or 2. I don't know. Did that work before? No. Could be out here laughing. You could also just like type in the letter that you want, like 1 or 2 in the chat. That works too. I can count. There's not that many people in here. 1. 1. Okay, 2. 2 for 1. 1. Okay, that makes it a little more complicated. The 2 for 1, 1 for 2. 3 for 1. They're my powers now. Try being first next time. All right, I guess we're doing 1.
My choice is door
Door
1.
1. Santa was unconvinced.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here.
Junpei shrugged and handed it to him. Santa examined it furiously. The others peered at it as well. As they did, Junpei quickly slipped the piece of paper he'd been hiding into his pocket. Although he'd never known it now, Santa had been justified in his suspicions. Junpei had switched papers. Bruh.
Got 3 pieces of paper ready.
Critters 1, 2, and 6.
Put the one with door 6 on it into the pot.
I love like the effect they put on his voice when he's like talking in his head. Like he's talking in like a vase or something. He put a small mark on it so that he would know which one was his.
I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
He fought the urge to smirk.
You got lucky.
Santa snorted and tossed the paper aside, frustrated.
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
1, 4 plus 5 equals 10 to 1 plus 1, 0 equals
Our
1.
only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Yes, very bastard behavior for sure.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8, 24. 2 plus 4 equals
Sure
6.
thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age.
What is this dude's a problem?
Right, June?
Well, I am...
June was at a loss for words. Lotus was not.
Pig. You just wait and see.
Her eyes were the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. A shiver ran down Junpei's spine.
Calling me old. This is why men are such a pain in the ass. They're about as subtle as a brick.
Is she just talking to herself as we're like going? As she's like walking down the room?
And they're at it again.
Fucking stupid men are pigs. Even after they separated at the staircase, Lotus was still muttering angrily to herself.
I'll see you later, June.
Jumpy.
Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways again, but this time it didn't sting quite so much.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what 7 said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how
This is
the
true.
game works.
Seven's words took a weight off of Junpei's shoulders and felt much better. Now, it's not necessarily true, though, right? Like, I think that they could maybe make a number work with just them. I mean, we could die.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you later.
Lingering uneasy remained. Uneasy remained? That's not really... I'm assuming they meant unease remained. But they went their separate directions without much trouble. Junpei, Ace, and Clover headed toward A deck.
Here's A deck. It was the door on the left, right?
That should be it, yes.
Then here we go.
I don't know if I really want to go with Clover right now. She's kind of like catatonic. It opened and they walked through.
It's just as Santa and Lotus said.
At the end of the hallway sat a door with a large red 1 upon it.
Numbered door.
To the left of it, bolted to the wall, was the red.
There's the red. I'll go first.
Ace went first and waved his wrist over the scanner panel.
Now the 2 of you, if you would.
Junpei was next. Finally, listlessly, Clover lifted her arm. She leaned toward the scanner panel. The third asterisk clicked to life, shining brightly. Ace took hold of the lever. He took a deep breath and turned to Junpei and Clover.
Are you ready? Shall I pull it?
Shall I push the button?
Yeah, anytime.
Clover said nothing. She nodded, a little more than a lethargic twitch of the head.
Very well then. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
I love these like little like Resident Evil zoom ins on things. Even like the door transition is so Resident Evil vibe, like Resident Evil like. They stumbled into the room.
Where? is it?
Frantically, Junpei scanned the room. His eyes stopped on the device that would determine whether they lived or died.
There it is! Over there!
Next to the door they'd come through was the dead. As one, they ran to it. They put their hands over it as if they were fighting for it.
It stopped.
Yes, it did.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Ace and Clover were breathing hard and fast.
I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
Imagine if one of the people in here was like at the point where they didn't want to live anymore and they just chose to let the bomb go off without pressing their hand to the
I'm
dead.
not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game
The
before imminent
possibility.
death becomes a normal thing.
I agree.
Now then.
Junpei looked around again, this time more slowly.
There's another door. Let's try opening it.
He took hold of the knob and easily, gently pulled it open.
So,
Ooh.
this is the wheelhouse?
He closed the door again and turned to Ace and Clover. He fixed each in turn with a meaningful stare, then spoke.
Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something.
Okay, I will.
All right
Bro.
then, let's get started.
And I will sit in this chair while you guys do your work. Thank you for the lurk, Aaron. All right. Chart room. A pocket watch. Ooh. Gotta get in there. A voice he hadn't expected startled Junpei from his examination of the pocket watch.
Pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
He spun around to find Ace standing in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed them the pocket watch.
Hey man, what are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
9 million hours, 9 million persons, and 9 million doors. Well, that sounds like a nightmare.
Well, not a problem, but
Junpei looked desperately around the room, anywhere but at Ace, trying to find a convincing reason to dismiss him. Ace opened his mouth and took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face.
Oh, I see. Of course.
He looked Junpei over, then glanced at Clover.
I apologize for the intrusion.
Bro.
Best of luck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of my smoothest when people are reeling from the trauma of losing their family members. Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left.
ow.
For no reason he could fathom, Junpei's head began to hurt.
What the hell? My head.
A sharp pain in head. Huh? How much time passed? He wasn't sure. But he did notice when Ace strode through the door. His smile was more of a smirk, and he had the air of a man who knew more than his opponent.
Yes. There was something I wanted to check, if you don't mind.
Yeah? What's that?
Pardon me.
With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's
Hey,
vest.
What the hell are you doing? Whoa, what are you putting your hand in my pocket for? Stop!
He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. In the older man's hand were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in his pocket.
Just as I thought. You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care.
I mean, obviously you cared a little bit because you checked.
Despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think...
Bruh. Oh, the pat. Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, and then turned on his heel and left. What was with the headache? It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense.
Damn.
Just flexing in your nose. Get a load of this guy. Alright, let's check through the drawers. The left drawer, let's have a look. Nothing. The right drawer, let's have a look. Nothing. A chair. Clover isn't very talkative. He looks kind of out of it. Is she thinking about Snake? No, probably not. It's a wooden box. Maybe a case for letters? Hey, Clover, you ever write letters? Nothing. Yeah, let me just make small talk with the girl whose brother just blew up. The shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in this blue one. There's something written on it. Ship's log. Huh? Ship's log, huh? New material has been added to the file screen. Okay. File. Ship's log. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we headed south and west. We turned southwest to steer around the continent, then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and we are now heading due north. Soon we will dock in the United Kingdom, the homeland of this vessel. Okay. This map looks weird. What is it? The map of the world, but with the Atlantic Ocean in the middle. It probably looks weird because you're not used to seeing it that way. There's something on it. Yeah, little like dots marking destinations, presumably. Ship's log. Anything in the lantern? It's a light. Well, I guess she doesn't really feel like talking. She's not really paying attention to anything, is she? Her mind must be somewhere else. Like, yeah, dude, of course it is. I don't know what you're surprised about. Stack of nautical charts. Hey, so, once we get out of here, do you wanna, get a bite to eat somewhere? A light. It looks kind of like a wilted flower. Really, it's more surprising that she's still got it together, still together enough to talk at all. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. This is true. What do these red pins mean? Well, the nautical charts I picked up earlier have a map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins or something? Let's see. Well, what do you know? Looks like this one's a match to the pins. Okay, so we've got 7 locations connected by straight lines, and each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. New material has been added to the file screen again. We haven't really had to use the file screen very much. It shows directions of southwest, northwest, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. There's a word next to each point on the map. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. That's what it says. Okay. We go full speed, half speed, slow, full, half, and dead stop. I'm not sure if this is the correct orientation of things or not. We turned southwest to steer around the continent. We headed south and west. So, south and then west. Yeah, because this is the correct ordering. Alright. That's potentially helpful, I guess. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. Okay. Aha! An engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Well, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right, there isn't. It looks as though it was deliberately removed. Okay, so I can't change this right now. A steering wheel. Let's see if it... Whoa! Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship, it's moving. Ha! Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. Okay, so I'm gonna have to set this to the proper direction. And then change the speed to match, presumably. Human hammer. They're often used to subdue large men like Seven. What? That was a joke, of course. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Ace, you really kind of suck at making jokes. Wow, dude, what the fudge, man? That was rather cruel. That's so brutal if you just say that, dog. This room is just like the other one. Metal plates bolted over the windows. Heck, not just bolted. It looks like they've been welded on. No way in hell are we gonna get those off anytime soon. Okay. Okay, pocket watch goes in here. Which is weird. Looks like this is some sort of lock. Got a weird shaped indentation on it. Huh? The shape. Maybe. It does look like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. I imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. Like what? Okay. What is this? Some kind of display? It looks a little like an electronic scoreboard. I imagine it was added recently. An arrival board like at an airport. There's nothing on it right now, though. I can't go... Are they... That's not a mirror. Is it? No, I think it might be a mirror. Are those mirrors? I think those are mirrors. No, okay, it is another room. Okay. Look at the map. I'm a little bit confused as to where I am. So, okay. I'm facing in this direction. Can't get through to this part of the ship, though, it seems. Okay, no, I am able to get through this part of the ship. Okay, that just takes me in here. Okay, okay, okay. Get back in here. Look very suspicious. Alright, I've got the nautical chart that matches up to these pins. I don't think I need to spend any more time with this map. It's me out here. What am I missing here? Looks like it's connected to the helm. Handle's been taken off. If we can find a replacement handle, I could probably get it to move. Let's me back out here. Can't go back out that way. What am I not exploring right now? I have to do something to the watch first before I'll be able to make that move. How do I manipulate the watch? You remember this room now? Good, good. That's a good sign. It's a wooden board with a circular hole in it. Circular hole cut into the board. Steering wheel. If we move it, then the direction changes. I swear I saw something that had directions on it. Maybe if I enter directions in that order. Think that's all I gotta do you think? I feel like there's gotta be more to it than that, but let's see. We got nautical table. Oops. We got ship's log. Okay. So first we headed south. And we headed west. Then we turned southwest to steer around the continent. Southwest. Then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time. And now we are heading due north. What the? The handle came off. Okay. Stooping so low, are you, Zero? Okay. I kind of thought I would have to do these two things in unison, like change it to be the right speed with the right direction, but I guess they're separated. So I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits! Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so now I need to do this in the right order. I don't have on me. Let me take a picture. I wish you could access the, I wish you could... No, I don't think so. Take a look. Over there, above the door to the chart room. I wish you could access the files when you were in, like, a menu like that. The full, half, slow, full, half, dead stop. Take a picture of that. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead stop. So we go full, half, slow, full, half. Wait, dead slow or... Wait. What is dead slow versus dead slow? There's like two. I don't know which one's which. I guess we'll go dead, half, dead slow, stop. Huh? That's weird. I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Look, something's happening on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Okay. Excuse me. There's something on the wall that looks kind of like an arrival board. There are a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. What the hell is this? They're names of ports across the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing XX carrier, XX flight, XX at XXOO. Like that. Oh, I get it. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. It looks like only one of those has a time on it, though. The time on the last line, right? 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Perhaps that's the arrival time? Left side is filled with words. Looks like 10 seconds past 3 o'clock is the arrival time for the final destination. But why are they even showing this seconds? Well, let's adjust the pocket watch. Oh, perhaps. Whoa, what's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. Hey, you just took my pocket watch. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Just trust me. Bro doesn't even know it was just a pocket watch, dude. I have this effing generation, you know what I'm saying? It should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Oh, so you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Nice, okay. This is some sort of lock. It's got a weird tip indentation. Put the pocket watch in there. Open. Nice. Yes, it says open now. Good work. It seems you were successful. He's like, is Ace like a teacher or something? He feels like a teacher. He has like teacher vibes. Like I'll give you the solution, but figure out I'll give you the steps to figure out the solution yourself so you feel good about it. Hey, Clover! What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh. Well, let's go then. Clover? That's the condescension talking? Maybe. I don't know. It feels like good-natured to me. Like, I don't know. From Ace, it feels like good-natured.
hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
They found themselves in a small space outside of the wheelhouse. On their left was a wooden door.
This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go.
Junpei pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond. They don't think Junpei is a little dumb, do they?
Wow.
It was full of all manner of turn-of-the-century electronic equipment.
Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before. Huh? Wait, this one is...
A telegraph. One smaller machine had a middle bar that ended in a circular handle. Ace seemed to recognize it.
Yes, a telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago.
Excuse me. He turned and slowly took in the room.
This must be the communication office.
Even I think he's a little dumb. Yeah, he's a little dumb. Across the room from the door they'd entered through was another door.
And that door?
A metal plaque was nailed to it. It read,
Captain's quarters. Huh.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
Ace swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands begin to sweat. Only Clover seemed unaffected.
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
She walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. We can just go in? It opened easily, and without so much as a pause, she walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw, was a man on the floor covered in blood. Sorry, that was good. Junpei felt his body seize up. His mouth went dry and he felt very, very cold. The blood in his veins slowed to a crawl and his heart tightened like a fist.
Not again.
This was the third time he'd seen the horror of death laid out before him. He didn't think it was something he could stand to see much more of. Still, he'd begun to accept that whatever it was that he saw, whatever happened to him, was beyond his control, and whatever force controlled him was driven by a determination that he could not hope to match.
Damn.
A sense of helplessness, of desperation washed over him. It left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body like acid.
No, wait. We didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
Fueled by that spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body, and his heart fell. Oh. When he touched his hand to his neck,
Pulse.
his pupils had dilated and he wasn't breathing.
Well,
Wait a minute.
he's dead.
Why does he have a watch on?
Damn. If only we knew how it happened.
Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. There was a deep red wound on his chest.
These wounds. I wonder what killed him.
Junpei did not have to wonder long.
It must have been this.
For lying next to the corpse was an axe. The entire blade of it was drenched in bright red blood. From the shape of the man's wound, there could be no doubt that it had been made by the axe. Junpei looked at the body again. A lake of blood stretched out around it. It was wearing the clothes of a ship's captain, although they were stained with blood.
His clothes. A captain.
Junpei wears capris, does he?
Does that mean this guy was 0?
On his left hand was a bracelet. The number on the bracelet was 0.
Bracelet 0.
It was only then that Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. He couldn't help but laugh. There was nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, too straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it was a joke.
Junpei.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
And 2 puzzles back to back. Let's go. Camera, huh? Camcorder. It looks like it's pointed at the door. Well, the power's on. Why would someone want to videotape a door? Got a keypad here. A little rectangular hole. I think it's a keyhole of some sort. With the right key, I should be able to unlock it. There's a plaque on the door, but it doesn't say anything. There's blood on the chair. You think this was the dead guys? Yeah, probably. There's something metallic on top of that table. Hey, is that a music box? Well, let's have a look. Okay, music box. The lamp. But it doesn't turn on. I don't think there's anything special about it. Small table. Oops. Bed. There's nothing in it. Okay. Well, Clover, you could be in it. I'm just kidding. They look like batteries. There's a cable running from them to the monitor. There's a bunch of weird buttons on here. Probably switch what you see on the screens. Do you know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. Oh, I guess it does change the... What the hell is this? Okay, so we see this now. Hey, isn't the door on that screen the one right behind us? You're right. So whatever that camera sees is sent to this screen in real time. I wonder if that means something, you know? Nothing on the monitor, just static. Is that just static? I don't know if I fully agree with that. Huh. Zero started with the grim humor for the second time since he'd come into the room. One, sure, what's up, Zaza? The 4 screens along the bottom had a single letter each spelling out.
E-R-O, huh? It's like he's making fun of us.
It probably is.
What do you think?
He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded. It seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
Clover shook her head weakly.
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah.
I know it's important to figure out who this guy is, but...
The effing sound redeems are like an infection. Like one person sound redeems and like it just spreads. Like it just spreads like a pandemic. Everyone does it. Where's my cream soda redeem? If you want to give me a cream soda voice line, I mean, I could look into it.
Don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first?
we are simple.
Please, I don't want to waste any more time.
Clover looked miserable, as if she could start crying at any moment. Junpei just didn't have the heart to tell her no.
Sure thing.
Is his mind playing tricks on him? Junpei wondered. For a moment, he could have sworn he'd seen Clover smile. What's the deal with this? Is it some kind of code? There were 4 rows of numbers and letters. They all start with a 0 and end with 8. F, N, or V, respectively. Maybe this has something to do with number bases. New material has been added to the file screen, huh? 10 in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal, therefore 11 is B, 12 is C, and so on. This chart has showed the rules for each numerical system. Huh? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A, B, C, D, E, F. This table showed the... Thank you for the hydrate. Oh my lord. Robert! Ugh. Thank you for the self-care. Okay, wait, what does this mean? 0, 8. A, B, C, D, E, F, that's hexadecimal. That makes sense. Is it saying this is creating a new numbering system? Coming on to N and then V? Therefore 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E. This chart showed the new rules for each numerical system. Okay. Small screwdrivers, huh? Can I undo this? Alright, this screwdriver ought to make short work of this music box. Nice, okay. Got cylinder. Go to cylinder. Maybe combine with this to make like a roller. I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. Yeah, alright. Alright, dirty cylinder. Dirty cylinder. Hey Ace, look. It's a model of a steam train. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Oh, so yeah, you're much better at jokes, huh, Junpei? Hey, Junpei, look. Sorry, Ace, look. It's a monkey with glasses. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? It's a telegraph key, a machine for transmitting Morse code. I tried sending an SOS earlier, but I doubt that did anything. Zero would have never make it that easy. So you think it's broken? No, it works. I'm just not sure if it actually transmits anything outside of the ship. A telegraph key. Ace says you use it to send messages in Morse code. There's a... Hey, Ace, look, there's a big-ass rat over here. I told you, that's a telegraph key. It is a device that transmits messages through Morse code. A pair of headphones. I can't hear anything. Guess whatever they were connected to doesn't work anymore. Just a normal light. We'll turn on, so maybe not that normal. Okay. Can't do anything with that. Plugging into this drawer, right? It looks as though that drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole, though. An electric lock, perhaps. Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, there's some cables over there. That must mean something to do with this, which is connected to the headphones. An early telecommunications device, most likely used to transmit a radio signal of some sort. I experimented with it earlier, but to no avail. I imagine it's broken. Hey, what's this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. Okay, combine this with this. Now I just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper. And if I'm right, the ink should... Nice, okay. Alright, I've got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen. I hope. Alright, let's give this a shot. I actually have to do the Morse code. That's kind of cool. Ah, poop. Hey, Junpei, what's the matter? You can do better than that. My hand slipped. I'll get it right next time. Yeah, I get it. I'm not gonna read through this. I know how to do Morse code. Oh my gosh, dude. I held it too long. It's like there's like a slight delay when you let go of it where you can't click it again. I'm kind of a Morse code expert, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. That's the last one, and yes! Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. Thank you for the lurk, Sasa. A red file lay in the drawer. Junpei reached down and picked it up.
Looks like there's something on the cover. ALLICE. But
all ice.
isn't it supposed to say all ice? This doesn't have a space between the L and the I. Are they saying that ALLICE is a single word?
It was an interesting thought, but it left Junpei's mind quickly as he opened the file. What lay inside was far more interesting and far more confusing. Hieroglyphics? Each page was covered with strange characters. They looked like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in the file, and each was full of these strange symbols.
What the hell is this?
He didn't realize he'd spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him.
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell?
What the hell, dude? Junpei flipped through a few more pages. It wasn't just one or two pages that were covered in the strange symbols. Every single page was covered in them.
Oh, the whole thing's like that.
Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made to close the file, and something fell out.
What's this?
He bent down and picked it up.
Oh, a key
Nice,
card.
keycard. There was a symbol on it that reminded Junpei of the symbols for the Saturn and Mercury keycards. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol. Junpei looked over to see Ace examining the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved on the card as well.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library then. Is the bottom deck a library? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now.
He gripped the key card tighter and shoved it deep into his pocket. New material has been added to the file screen. There's a key in the door. I guess it was hidden under the red file. Yoink, unique key. Okay. I've got this. Look, a hook. That wasn't a joke. I know, man. Junpei, what are you doing? We've searched the wheelhouse from top to bottom. No reason to go back. In fact, don't you think it would be wise to investigate the captain's quarters? I think we ought to check both rooms, don't you? An old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. Okay. The control panel for the electronic lock. Looks like it's got a keyhole on the bottom right. Maybe the key I got earlier. Sweet, just had to put that key in, now it's on. Junpei, look, there's a minus sign on the screen. There's 8 of them. That probably means we've got to put in 8 digits. Do you think you can figure it out? So ALLICE. That's not enough. We got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, CE. Is that clear? Once I put in the 8 digits number, I just press E to enter it. And if I mess up, I guess I just press C. Okay. I've got no idea what this is supposed to be. Menu, file. Information about Alice. A file found in the communications office. It says all ice. All of the pages are filled with hieroglyphics from ancient Egypt. Okay. Numerical system chart. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, wait, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's only 7 on top of it. Top of 8. Whereas this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 9, and then it's 7, and then it's 8, and then it's 8. I feel like that's not relevant at all. Ten is in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. That's true. Therefore, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and so on. This chart showed the rules for each numerical system. So I guess it's trying to tell me that, like, okay, maybe the pass is this, right? So it's going to be the hexadecimal, or the converted hexadecimal of the words all ice. So A, L, L, I, C, E. That's going to be more than 8 characters, though. That's going to be 1, it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 12 characters, so that can't be right. Unless it's just supposed to be Alice, but even that's still 10 and not 8. I guess it's for fun. This is 11. I don't really get how this chart's supposed to help me. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I guess that's 22. And then 22, 21, 20, 19. And then C is going to be 13. And E is going to be 15. Right? I'm just remembering that 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, oh, my bad. My bad. E is 14. My bad. I'm an effing computer scientist. I should have these memorized, but... So 11, 22, 22, 19, 13, 14. Am I supposed to do well, the digital root would only be... It would still only be... It would only be one letter, or one number, right? As it all gets added together. I mean, it is being piped back to the screen. I know, right? The 4 on the bottom just says 0. The exit. And those 4 letters. Maybe... Oh, okay, okay. This is what the code's supposed to be. I don't know what all ice... I don't know how all ice is relevant. D-E-R-O. Okay. So E is going to be 14. And then... Oops. Again, I'm not sure this is supposed to be helpful to me, but... It doesn't even go on to Z. Like, am I missing something about this? Like, I don't see how this is supposed to be helpful in the slightest. Anyway, R is going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27, R... That is R, my bad. 27. O is going to be 26, 25, 24. And then Z, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. W. 27. What? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So V is 31. So W, X, Y, and Z. So 4 more on top of that. So that should be 35. Okay, give that a shot. So 3, 5, 1, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4. Okay, nice. Okay, was I missing something about that document? I don't see how that was supposed to be helpful. Am I dumb? Like, did I miss something that was really obvious about that? Yes, it worked. Good job, Junpei. Excellent, you seem to have unlocked it. Good work, Junpei. All right, let's go. Nice. You know, all ice. Like, it was marginally useful because I could count on it, but I don't know why it like repeated it like 4 times down. I don't really get it. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit before turning left like a great backward L.
Let's go.
Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightaway. He ran and ran and ran. At the end of the hallway was a door.
That's the next door.
He made straight for it.
A piece of paper.
He was nearly halfway to it when he noticed a piece of paper in the middle of the floor. Junpei skidded. Junpei? Skidded to a halt. He dropped down to his hands and knees and quickly tore the paper off the floor.
Map of the ship's interior for A deck.
What's wrong?
Ace, slightly slower by virtue of his advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei.
I found a map for this floor.
He showed Ace what he snatched from the wall. He looked at it long enough to determine what it was, and he nodded. With that, he began running again, past Junpei.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though.
Junpei shoved the map into his pocket and got up to follow Ace. But something stopped him.
Where's Clover?
He turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
What the hell is she up to?
Junpei muttered angrily under his breath and took off back the way he'd come. As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarters, her hand on the doorknob.
Huh?
As Junpei watched, she closed it, gently and quietly.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Clover had unconsciously put her hands over the pockets of her jacket, as if trying to hide something.
What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? I wonder.
What the hell?
Is she Zero?
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Wouldn't that be a crazy twist? With that, Clover ran, straight past the somewhat confused Junpei. As he did, he caught a glimpse of her back.
Clover, what's that on your back?
Sticking up from her collar was something that looked like a big wooden stick.
Hey, Clover, what the hell's that thing on your back?
She didn't respond. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared.
Is she ignoring me? Crying out loud.
Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later and ran off after Clover. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs.
Huh. So this is where it ends up, just like it says on the map.
It was just what he expected to see after reading the map. His "I see" after reading the map himself meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing.
Ace, did he head down?
He put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down.
Oh, there he is.
Fudge is that thing? I was a child, okay.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
And not just Ace, Santa, June, Seven, and Lotus as well.
Let's join them.
Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached a B deck at the same time.
Jumpy, Clover.
June's face was excited. Something had happened, that much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her.
What's up?
Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
We found it.
Found what?
We found it.
What did you find?
The last door. We found door 9.
Okay.
What?
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay.
Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs.
Well, if that's the case.
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
The rest followed.
Jumpy, we finally made it.
The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each of them felt.
Yeah, it's finally time.
Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it. At least not just yet. But what about the library key? Still, if everyone said that it was door 9, then it probably was.
The end.
He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one.
Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way?
Junpei looked over at the clock.
4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. No time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Senta's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
Let's go, Jumpy.
June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could.
Yeah.
Junpei followed. I don't like this baby statue very much. They were quiet for a while until they had just reached C deck when Clover spoke.
Hey, what about door 2?
Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover. Seven
What
spoke.
about door 2?
Door 2 is the only one we didn't. We haven't gone through it, I mean.
Yes, that is true.
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean?
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
What's the point? Huh? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, right? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know?
She's not wrong.
Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out. Huh. I don't know what might be in there. We may not find anything. But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys?
Did they really have to make everybody make a grunting sound?
Yeah, you do have a point.
Yeah, there's not an agreement.
The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look.
You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2.
They were back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large
That
hospital
elevator
room.
can take us down to door 2.
Who shall go then?
Let's see.
Me. I'm going.
Then June, 7, and I need to go with her.
Hey, why do you get to...
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Jumpy, I'm okay too.
See?
Can we
That was
just
pretty
go
quick
now?
math, Santa.
Fine.
All right, let's get. I'll see you later.
Okay. Be careful.
Be careful. Be careful. What's that symbol on the elevator about? It looks very demonically inspired.
Hello.
They climbed into the elevator, and Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way to the bottom deck. What's up, Festive? How's it going? Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke.
Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me?
Go with you? Well, I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
She's a mom? This bitch has kids?
That wasn't what I meant to... I was hoping you would come with me.
Seriously, though, I was kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take me?
Birthing hips and birthing tits, you know what I'm saying? All right.
There's something I wanted to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough?
Hey man, what the hell?
Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
Really?
Of course.
It's my cock. Ace's smile was friendly.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Thanks, Junpei. Are you coming, Lotus?
Fine. Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon.
Oh, I'm sorry you're in pain. Yeah, I hated final group projects in college. Holy shiz.
I think is so important.
Thank you. Well then, shall we go?
Ace turned and began to walk. Lotus followed. They disappeared into the hallway on the left. Like, it's bad enough to have to deal with the final and like how stressful that is, but to also have to worry about navigating the complexities of organizing that project with other people, and oftentimes having to deal with one or more people in that project not pulling their weight, which puts more stress onto you, was so brutal. Time seemed to drag as Junpei waited for the others to return.
They're so slow. And what's keeping Ace and Lotus?
Suddenly the elevator opened. I was gonna say, yep. I was literally about to say, two of them are gonna be dead, huh? A single person stood there.
Clover. I guess you're the first one back.
It was only Clover inside. He didn't see the rest. She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposefully stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her.
Where's everybody else? What happened?
She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei.
Ace and Lotus.
Oh, Ace said he wanted to show Lotus something, so they went into that hallway.
Junpei explained what had happened.
Oh, then they went over there?
Her voice was small and timid.
Yeah, I think so.
It's crazy that the accounting final is going to be the easiest since it's the only one that isn't a group final. Yeah, probably. Hopefully it's not too bad. What's the question? What's up?
So where are June, Santa, and Seven? Why aren't they with you?
You really want to know?
Ooh, is she evil, dog? There was something wrong with her smile.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Here, let me show you.
Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it onto the floor at Junpei's feet.
Huh?
He looked down. On the floor in front of him were 3 metal rings.
Oh my god. Oh, holy shit.
Junpei collapsed.
No way. This has got to be some kind of joke. This can't be real.
Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest, and his hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. Did I also miss the rifle? I did the first time I played through it, and that was a major, made some of the stuff happen later much more difficult. The rifle, I can't remember. I want to say that it's in the fight where you fall into the ground and fight like the worm thing underground. You have to it's like in a specific spot in that boss fight, and then you have to grab it. Yeah, it's one of those things you can just miss, and then it makes the rest of the game a lot more difficult for no good reason. The 3 bracelets sat there on the floor before him. He could see the numbers on their faces.
3, 7, 6.
I mean, you don't need the rifle. You can beat the game without it. It's just much more difficult.
But why?
Did she grab the effing handle from the the nautical speed wheel and beat them to death? Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold.
For my brother, he was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened that door with him? It could only have been Santa and Seven. That's why I killed them.
Bro. Yeah, dude, Silent Hill, the original, is so hard. It is not an easy game. That game is brutal. And I was playing it on I think the easiest difficulty too, and it was still hard.
But why?
Why kill June though?
Why did you kill June?
Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too.
No.
Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what had to be a dream.
No.
It couldn't be real. It just couldn't.
Hey, Junpei.
He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Oh, what the flip, dog? Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human.
Let's go.
Her hand reached out toward him.
Get out of here. Let's leave this ship.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, this is definitely a Brendan Yandere smile for sure.
To open a numbered door,
Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this...
Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out. It was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. 0. 0.
The 0 bracelet. You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is... See?
Bro.
If we have the 0 bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us.
4 or 5 plus 0 equals 9.
So let's go. Come on. Hurry up.
She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. But there was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess filled with love.
Junpei.
Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep, so deep, Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack and his heart began to melt. The hand she was offering him, it looked so soft, so inviting.
Clover.
Junpei reached out his own trembling hand and closed it over hers. Oh! Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody, then screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually his movements slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body begin to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothingness, he saw Clover.
Thanks, Junpei.
Bro, what the flip? This is some effing like, what's her name from you? Is this some Yuno Gasai stuff right here?
I'm just gonna borrow this, okay?
Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse. The fashion's so bad. New favorite character? Bad end. What happened to Crit if he had his vision when he died? So true. The game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all information you've required. Memory of Escape has been added to the title screen. Memory of Escape enables you to replay the escape rooms you have completed. Yeah, sure. Access the flowchart or return to this title screen to start from the beginning. Oh, there's a flowchart in here. That's kind of cool. Okay. That's actually super neat. So I guess this changes based on which of the 3 rooms you go into at the end. And you can jump to the paths. Okay. Outside the room. Okay.
Right, let's go. That's the next. Wait. This map of the ships.
I don't know what this button down here is supposed to be for because I can't do anything with it.
I see.
I see.
Well, that. Hey, damn it.
I don't know what the split's supposed to be here. I'm assuming that I can't do it because I didn't do something else in the game. Because there's no
You got
choice
something
here.
in your pocket. What is it?
There's no choice here. So I think that I must have to do something else before I can get this. Does that mean that? Does this mean that there's something that I need to do to be able to unlock it to do the other path? Okay. Let's go back up here then. I know there was something that I missed here. Oops. Oh shiz, right in the zoom in. There was something that I missed here, I think. I guess that's okay, hold on. How should I go about this, Sheepy? Should I go back to that escape room you mentioned where there was something that I should have done? Like something that I should have interacted with first off? Like here, the first class cabin. This remake is worth it just for this. Honestly, this is nice. Yeah, this is one thing that I hate about like games with multiple endings is I hate having to replay them over and over again. Like I wish that you'd be able to. You need to do that to get the true ending. So I don't know. I guess it depends if you want to get every ending. I mean, I'd be curious to see all the endings if it won't take too long, which it doesn't seem like it will with the safe is locked. With the jump system. I actually wonder, hold on, if I go here and I go file, oops. And I go menu, I go flow, I go here. Looks like there was like the option to choose like later in it.
Hey.
Yeah, what the first? Oh, I told him.
Whoa, you're talking.
Yeah.
Well,
if I
oh, are you telling?
Huh?
Oh.
Well, if you.
Well, I've had well.
Hey,
That's all right.
How are you fine?
Oh wait, and that just shows you the that just shows you the cinematics. Okay. So you have to do the whole escape over again. Okay. Now, the secondary question is if I find the key that I need to unlock it, will that be carried on even if I switch the flow again, or do I have to beat the whole game for it to trigger? Are you sure there's a key here, Sheepy? Because there's no key mark here. It sounds like the keys are here, right? Or am I misunderstanding how this flowchart works? Like you see, there's like keys here that are crossed out as though I haven't gotten them, but then there's locks. I have no idea. I'm presuming it's something important for the ending. But there's no key on this one. You focusing on the other endings first? Okay, I'll split off here and go to the other direction. The game crash? Okay, there we go.
I thought.
We should.
Oh my god.
You're,
Very
Sure.
Well,
thank.
Correct.
but
Correct. I missed Snake.
Oh yeah, all 8.
then. It,
Wait, I'm.
come on.
Calm. If
Oh.
Hey man, if you think,
What the?
yeah, doesn't.
Oh. Fine.
Oh.
Can't do it.
Oh,
what?
don't we?
These are dialogue choices, apparently. Okay.
There's nothing. If I 7 and if you
7, the digital.
Oh, the
Wait. What about the other?
It's weird seeing her like not being evil yet.
2. It'd be 2. That means there's no way we can pass. Wait. Something's off. 8 plus 3 plus the digital root of.
Oops, I didn't mean to choose that.
Our 4 bracelets.
I didn't mean to choose that number.
So the team assignment: 7 Snake, Lotus, Santa.
Okay, got it.
Teams beyond door 5. I never
I'm assuming that I had to say the right things to Clover.
Of course, if I could. Should I stay silent or should I stop?
all right then. It seems I'm going through.
We're over there.
The door's not going.
Which door?
So I did door 5 previously, right? I can't look at the flow. I think I did door 5 previously, right? Because I switched things around. So door 4 is the one that I didn't do.
I'll go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. There's nothing to worry
Oh,
about.
it's grayed out, so yeah, okay. Nothing to worry about.
Just need to stay by her side. This should be fine. It's no problem this way. I should see the other 4 off.
Looks like Ace and the others.
Let me go to the advanced screen. Whoops. Turned off the novel screen on me.
Now then.
Oops. Ace grabbed the lever, his face tight with determination. He turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions.
Be careful.
This feels weird. This feels weird. This is not the correct story now. As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open, the mouth of a great hungry beast. By the way, Ivy needs to get put away wherever she just went.
So horrible.
The Beyond the door, Junpei knew lay the sad remains of the ninth man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and Seven hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing.
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Snake had no such problems, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. He stepped through the door, his faked... Can I speak English? His feet making a wet splack in the pool of blood.
Snake, your shoes.
It's fine. Hurry! Or are you planning on dying with everyone else? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Sorry, Snake.
Let's go.
The three remaining steeled themselves and stepped through the door. Ivy. Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door.
How is it over there? Did you find anything? At least say something, will you?
Something's beeping.
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
June's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was Seven.
There it is! That's gotta be that dead thing! Come on, get over here! We gotta authenticate!
We gotta authenticate!
The beeping stopped.
Did they have a picture? Okay. The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Looks like it stopped.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their own.
Guys, are you doing all right over there?
They'd heard Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure.
We're fine.
Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? The dead is just like the red, but the color's different. You know how the red was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome! Thanks. That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that.
Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed toward door 4.
Now it's our turn. I'll go first.
Yes, thanks, Clover. You're cool and I trust you. They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. Oh, that's right. She picked up the axe. So the big question is, who killed the captain? And was the captain really Zero? Curious. 4 asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around.
We ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Your mama was the captain. Junpei nodded to them and turned back toward the red.
Let's go.
With strength and determination, he pulled the lever.
Run!
The 4 of them leapt the door together. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold, electronic sound coming from their left wrist.
Oh, damn.
In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash. The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists, the numbered door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
We can't go back!
We need to hurry and find the device.
Hey! Where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap! Start
Santa, calm down, bro. They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. Wait, is it? The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would have likely have discerned that the doors led to cabins.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh no, how many rooms do you think there are?
Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but at his best guess, there were 7 or 8 of them.
Ah, fuck! We don't have time to count.
Junpei ran to the nearest door.
Just need to open them all.
He grabbed the knob and shook it hard.
It won't open.
It didn't feel locked, more like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei's head turned around to find another door and saw that his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to be having any more success than he had. It is Subaru? Bro. Their own words confirmed his fears.
This one's no good.
No, it is, for sure. That's all. Dude, what the heck?
Same here.
How did I not recognize that yet?
It's not moving.
Jun was the last to speak up. As Junpei looked in her direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small red blinking light.
At the end of the hallway. Run!
Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and pulled them toward the light. Santa called out to them as he ran.
How many more seconds do we have?
How would I know? Our time limit is 80.
Oh, it does sound pretty different, honestly. Like, his voice sounds pretty different. It's just the yell.
I know that, goddammit! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left!
In all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had already passed since the door had closed behind them. If that was true. Urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead set on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them. This is like effed up. This was so much harder to get to than the one in the first room we did. Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner panel.
Come on, everyone!
The other three quickly followed suit. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever downward. All right, great time. Show the Ivy picture. Can you imagine one of the people not making it? Yeah. Oh, dude, I didn't send the announcement about the stream because Discord keeps doing this stupid thing where it's like, are you sure you want to send the at everyone? There's over 30 people you'd be hitting with that. And it's like, yes, I'm doing that on purpose, idiot. I'm the owner of the server. Let me send the at everyone. Gosh, dang. And I keep not noticing because I just press enter and then I leave and go do something else. Well, sorry to people who want to use the Discord to know if the stream is going on, like they're supposed to be able to. My apologies. What is this image? Streamer bad. True. Look at this Ivy. Ivy in jail. Jailed Ivy. Punished Ivy. Riley, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Riley. I meant to post the message, but it didn't send correctly. I'm so sorry. She's in jail for crimes against humanity. Those crimes are attacking Callie at every opportunity she has. Give me a bit thing to release her? No. I shall not. Do you want to kill Callie? Spending bits to release Ivy. Where's my Where's the game? Show me the game. All I'm getting is effing panting sounds. Stop! Where's the game? Show me the game. There's panting. Stop panting like that.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Dude, please. It's like not showing the game anymore. I think it's crashed.
Looks like it stopped.
Like whenever you try to open it up, it just like shows it shows like it doesn't scale correctly to the screen. It's just totally screwed. Let me minimize everything else and see if this works. You're getting a bit of stream stuttering. I'm not dropping any frames, so it might be a you issue.
Pepsi?
Well, shoot. I think I need to close the game.
Door at the end of the hallway.
That sucks. That straight stinks, dude. That straight stinks.
Let's try this one first.
Yeah, it just isn't showing anything. That's straight buns. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, no more cat pictures during no-nary games. It apparently doesn't like being closed. Panting simulator. Anyway, sorry, Riley. I got this ending. I got the ending where Clover kills you. What did I just say? No, I'm being serious. I'm not going to show cat pictures during streaming. We'll crash the game. Apparently. Don't tell us what not to do. I'll just turn off the reward. I can just do that. How you feel about that? Eh? Eh? Capiche? No.
You should.
Oh my god, enough! Talking won't solve. You've only
Chippy, why are you doing that? It's not true. I'm not showing the picture.
Well,
Thanks.
correct.
But
But oh yeah, all 8.
Then it,
wait, I'm
come on.
You guys should at the end, maybe.
Sorry.
If you guys are good. If you guys are well behaved.
Yeah.
You get enough gold stars. Right now, all of your cards on the wall right now are currently on the red side. I'm gonna have to call home.
Oh,
what?
don't we?
How do you?
Because
That's if you.
what?
There's no. If I and if
7, the digit.
Oh, the.
Wait, what about...
Lotus, our bracelet.
Even me.
It'd be
Oh, I just did the 2 again, dude. What did I do? I'm crying. Sorry, the whole class, you know? It's like when the teacher gets mad at everyone in the class.
4 bracelet.
Then we can go.
Yeah.
So the team 7. Lotus.
You know, the whole class got a 3 from the music teacher when they came back on the report card, and so that's gonna
Door 5.
be a red card for everyone.
Santa. I could bring June.
Would never give me detention.
Or should I stop?
all right then. It's
You give Callie detention.
I'm going through.
We're over.
The doors.
Which door?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the Clover ending. That kind of caught me off guard.
I should.
Looks like.
I'm just smashing that space button right now.
Now then. Goodbye.
be careful.
No one expected the Clobber ending. Are you good?
What are you? It's fine. Or I.
Did someone slip eyeing something while I wasn't looking? More red cards, dude.
Hey, that's got him. Come on.
The beat.
You fumbled unexpected. Expected just went with the bit, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, you be...
Yeah, the accenting was so visceral. It was so brutal. It's clovering time.
I'll go.
Is there an anime for this game? Like somebody made an anime of this,
Yeah.
Sure.
like they did for the
All right.
the one game. I forget the name of now.
Run.
You know the one I'm talking about, Cheap, the one that we watched. Death, the one where it's you're like in a school.
We can't.
We need to.
Forget.
Don't give.
I already.
That's it. Surprising.
Oh no.
We don't have. We
And now I'm like thinking of like Santa saying like Amelia.
Say. Hit.
Oh. There it is. Hey.
Howard.
I know.
I know Amelia.
Hurry.
You got little rats whispering in your ear.
Come on, everyone.
Where'd those rats come from? I was asking, what was the game that we watched the anime for? Where they all got transported to like the school in the past. And they were like trying to fight against like a spirit who like killed a bunch of the students and took their eyes or whatever. Corpse Party, that's it, yeah. It's so stupid.
Looks like it stopped.
His hands beginning to steady, Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaten on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the four companions began to look around.
There's another door at the end of the hallway.
You could see a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger door were two smaller
Let's
ones.
try this one first. And of course it won't open.
How many times did he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps he corrected himself more a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage.
A keyhole.
Above the keyhole was a small symbol engraved in the brass.
What's this mark? Mail?
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him. Guys, for this recording session, we're going to need you to each to pant really heavy into the mic. Let's say 10 times, maybe. 10 takes, rather.
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars. Well, technically, they are the same symbol, but I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Oh, that's right. The sun.
Junpei just sounds like a guy.
Saturn. And Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man's.
Which isn't a bad thing per se. He just sounds so normal.
I think so, yes.
I see. Wait, where's Santa?
While Junpei and Jun talked, Santa had disappeared. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check the other doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again.
So, I looked the place over. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean...
Oh, so Kinger from the Amazing Digital Circus? Really? I guess Kinger's voice actor is also Subaru Natsuki from ReZero.
We only have 2 more doors.
Lotus examined the doors on either side of the larger double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it.
Maybe it's the room number.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93. All right, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
Junpei put his hand on the doorknob, and Santa moved to the other door. They'd made it through the numbered door alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded.
2, 3.
In unison, they pushed against their respective doors and promptly found themselves in a new room. Jun followed Junpei as he threw open his door. They turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
Hey, it opened.
Yeah, it did.
Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
I didn't expect that.
It was so easy.
Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet.
As she headed for room 193, Lotus continued.
Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, new escape rooms. Let's go. I haven't found the escape rooms too complicated so far. I feel like they've all been pretty reasonable. And 4 robots from murder drones, apparently. What's murder drones? That face looks expensive. I wonder how much we could get for it. Are you gonna steal it? Maybe. Matches, okay. A show made by Glitch. Junpei looked down blankly at what he was holding and up at June.
Oh, yeah. How's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
June certainly looked
Let me
fine.
see your forehead.
Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds.
Guess it really has gone down.
Are you worried about me?
Yeah, I guess I am.
June blushed and giggled.
By the way,
Can't believe I haven't heard of murder drones. I keep wanting to say murder hornets. I think I have now that you mention it more times. I'm pretty sure I have. I've never watched it though.
how did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night. You inhaled some white smoke and passed out. When you woke up, you were on D deck.
Damn straight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned it. Yeah. I want to watch Murder. I'm really having a tough time speaking today for some reason. Marble Hornets with the friend group.
But is that really the truth?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding something from me?
No, why would I?
Should I do it like a reaction to streamer thing where I like watch Marble Hornets on stream? Alex,
Well, if you think
Brian.
about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
Dude, he's just so normal, man. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated?
Junpei's heart stumbled over itself. Like, how many dicks I've taken?
Do you want to know?
How many dicks have you taken, Junpei? He had to admit he was a little curious. She smiled at him.
18
Nice.
times 0. Yeah, I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
Like, you haven't even dated anybody though? That's how old are you? It's like a long time to not date a single person. June looked a little embarrassed and scratched the back of her head in a desperate attempt to seem nonchalant.
Yeah, I see.
I'd be so down, even my love for the series again. Oh no, I'm sorry that your friend group ruined the show for you. That sucks. No, I'm not saying that you can't. Like, I'm just saying, like, it seems like if she was actively looking for it, I guess. I don't know. Junpei coughed quietly in much the same way.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything. Just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D deck.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, what
D
did
deck?
zero
I need to stop.
is? Since elementary school.
I wonder.
June nodded, and for a few moments, she had the faraway look of someone in deep
Look
thoughts.
for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
I guess I'm gonna get canceled again. Sheesh. These guys, dude.
Yeah, I do. So?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
You got any ideas who it might be?
Oh, interesting theory.
No, nothing.
Oh,
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers or maybe the principal.
I mean, that works for you guys, but it doesn't really work for anybody else necessarily, unless they were also at your school at some point.
or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
Oh, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
I was just saying I'm surprised that June hasn't dated anybody. My lord, guys. Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Is there anything strange that had happened in elementary school? As he searched the room, he continued to rack his brain. I've got some like mucus in my nose right now, and it's really bothering me. It's a display case, but there's nothing being displayed. How sad. Looks like the drawers are empty too. It's a round wooden table. Below it? No, it's not like mucus at the front. It's like mucus in my nose, like deep in the sinuses. Jumpy, where are you going? I was thinking of going over to Lotus's room. Do you think maybe you could look around here a little more before you go? There's a lot for me to do here all by myself. This is kind of a weird looking picture. Do you think it's an abstract painting or something? It looks kind of like a demon with an elephant with an elephant-like nose, sucking on a human being's brain. Where the hell did that come from? What's her brain made of? I'd say I'd mind finding out a little more about what goes on in there. I guess do I see that? Maybe. Weird black and white design. Looks like there's a room on the right side of this picture. Okay. Like, if I press this arrow, it just like turns me... Oh, I see, okay. It's not turning me around, it's taking me into the room. Another bathroom, huh? That's the bathroom wall. There are square tiles all over it. That's the shower knob. Let's see if anything happens when we turn it. No water's coming out. There's a little blue platform protruding from the shower wall next to the knob. It's for putting soap on. I used a shower once, so I know. I'm sorry, once? I'm sorry, once? It's just a shower head. There's something special about it. Junpei? The wall is covered with square tiles. They've all got geometric shapes on them. Now let's check the toilet. There's nothing there. The tank's empty too. There isn't even any water in it. A collection of full and partially depleted rolls of toilet paper. Someone was well prepared. There's nothing too suspicious about it. Is there nothing in this bathroom? Let's try closing it. All I have is the matches so far. Now I can see the full expanse of the shower curtain and all of its waterproof glory. There's nothing. Suspicious. It's just a normal old shower curtain. A narrow shower. And I'm standing in it with June. This is awkward. Oh, time to open the curtain. Okay. Yeah, why don't we go back to the living room? Okay, let's go back. He bathes in a river. Jumpy, what are you doing? You don't have the time to be relaxing on a sofa. Nothing in the display case. Drawers are empty too. I'm actually at a... this seems harder than the other rooms I was doing. I'm on the right side of the picture. Yeah, I get that. Empty though. Looks like there's a room to the right of the vase, and I can't do anything with this, right? Oh, I can go through here. Okay. It's a bottle with water in it. This is a bedroom. They probably have it here because your throat always feels dry when you wake up, you know? My throat's dry, but I think that's because I'm a little nervous right now. Well, we did run a lot, so we're kind of sweaty. Hey, Jumpy, did you want to take a shower together? Whoa! Just kidding. Too late to take it back. My brain's already working out the picture. My throat was dry already. This sure isn't helping. The light blue blanket with some designs on it. Someone's made the bed, or at least never unmade it. There's only bed sheets under the blanket. Nothing exciting. A bed frame. Now we don't have to worry about falling off. I toss and turn when I sleep. She's blushing again. What the hell is she thinking about? She's down bad for Junpei. Look, there's two pillows right next to each other. Guess it's a double. Huh? What's up? You're turning red. Oh man, is her fever back? Hey, are you alright? You need to lay down for a minute. I'm fine. I think it's still a little early for that. Huh? Hey, seriously, are you really okay? Bro. She a rotisserie chicken in bed. A wooden cupboard. There are cups inside, surprising no one. This isn't a painting. Is it a map? It looks like a map of the ship's interior. Oh, this is a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Let's take it with us. Junpei took one last look at the map, then folded it up and slid it back into his pocket. June looked up as he closed it.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship.
Does it not?
Everything in here is really retro. Huh. Even if it's just some sort of
I suppose
style
you mean not a
choice, that's
modern
just
cruise
too
ship.
much.
Do you remember what Zero said? Do you think maybe this boat and the Titan...
I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason.
Junpei took a moment to look around the room.
Do you think this boat is a replica of the Titanic?
A replica?
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the actual boat.
Who on earth would make something like that?
Fans. Crazy Titanic fans.
No way. Do you even know how much money that would take?
No idea. But all they've got to do is break even, you know?
Break even?
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic. Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they'd know what to do with.
Is this a thing in real life? I'm kind of surprised that it's not, actually.
You really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past? It's the site of the worst accident in history.
Is this true? I don't know. That seems not true.
Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd get cursed just for going.
A curse, huh?
Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and stuff?
Yeah, well, I guess so. To a certain extent.
Junpei scratched his temple.
What about you? No, I guess that's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, I do believe in curses. In fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic.
What?
A curse sank the Titanic. The curse of the Egyptian mummy.
Okay, wait, you're losing me a little bit, June. Junpei couldn't understand how June had maintained a straight face to say that.
Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid. And they say that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths. Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
Return the slab.
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right.
June's eyes had lit up with excitement like a child with a new toy.
That mummy, the priestess, supposedly, she was special.
What do you mean?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Pretty?
Yes,
But she was a mummy.
that's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah? The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right?
What? What is he talking about?
Yes, saponification.
Saponification?
That's not what it was.
Huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
What? Frozen?
What?
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
Am I having a stroke right now? What is she saying? June and Junpei talked a little bit more and then went back to their investigation. But even as they did, his mind went back to what she told him.
That doesn't melt even in the desert? Does something like that really exist? No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it?
The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt, like he'd eaten his ice cream too fast. Okay. A key. Dresser key. Okay. This is the mirror for the dresser. And now she's playing with her hair. Does she even realize she's doing that? Hey, we don't have time for that. Come on, it's not like there's anyone here you need to impress. Yes, there is. Who? What? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Ugh, forget it, Jumpy. He really is dense. I'll give you that. He really is dense. A dresser key. Where does this go? Is there a dresser in there that I didn't see that was locked? The dresser key. Is it saying that's the key from the dresser? As opposed to the key for the dresser? Okay. What have we got on the map? Bathroom. Is there anything else to grab here? Should I head out to Lotus's room? Nope. Okay, there we go. She does let me go now. Sure thing. I'll leave the rest to you. Sure, leave it to me. Alright, off to the next room. It's like an identical copy. The tile with a black and white pattern on it. There's a square tile in this frame. It's glued in there quite well. I don't think you can take it out. Like a valuable vase. Empty though. There seems to be a room on the left side of the vase. This one's full of stuff. Well, this is a display case. Check it out. Those plates and shit are really expensive. You want to take a look? Shit, it's not opening. Alright, you grab that side of the table and I'll get the other. Let's smash this bitch open. I don't think that's going to work. That looks like tempered glass. I don't think throwing a table at it's going to break it. Can I open it though? Okay, wrong key. Well, that means there's got to be another one somewhere around here. Otherwise, we aren't going to be able to open this thing. Candlestick might come in handy. Hey, Junpei, that room's pretty dark. Don't you have something that'll give us some light? Something that'll give you some light. Oh. I know, if I use these matches to light the candle. Lit candle. Awesome. With the light from the candle, maybe we can take a look around over there. But it gets so hot when I hold it, I want to put it down. Well, why don't you sit on top of the dresser? It's flat there, at least it won't fall over. Oh yeah, good idea. Hey, got pretty bright. Now we can look around a little. Locked. Okay, here we go. Dresser key. Let's see. Okay. Yes, it worked. Okay, one plate. Oh, it do be dark. Hey, Junpei, there's something on top of the blanket. A curtain. Anything under the blanket? Nope, nothing suspicious here. 2 pillows in a pile. Oh. A pile of pillows. That's supposed to be some kind of joke. Hey, calm down. Huh? Hey, what the hell? It just got dark all of a sudden. Maybe the candle got blown out? We should go see. Burned down so fast? There's a candlestick covered in melted wax on top of the dresser. Hey, what's this? Top of the candlestick looks kind of weird. You're right, it's all bumpy. Candlestick key, huh? Interesting. I guess there's nothing else to get in this room because it's pitch black now. Let's see if this candlestick key will do anything. Yes, it opened. Alright, pull that shit open. Another plate, cool.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute?
Santa had shown up out of nowhere and given Junpei a no small start. Huh?
Here, take this.
Santa pulled something out of his pocket. It looked like a bookmark. It had a 4-leaf clover in it. On it,
Do you want me
I
to read a
presume.
book?
I found it in between some of the cushions on the sofa. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it anyway.
Then why don't you hold on to it?
Santa gave him a wry smile.
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love.
There's
and
sucky
luck.
things to hate, dog.
Damn straight.
And you hate these things?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Not really, but
Junpei tried to figure out how best to phrase what he wanted to
what
say.
does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Santa scratched the back of his ear and looked awkward.
Well, see, each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like flower language. Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Leaf words. Junpei looked at the bookmark.
Hope, faith, love, and luck. The meaning of the leaves on a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, alright?
Alright, dog. Santa pretended to shiver with disgust and shoved the bookmark into Junpei's confused hands. I'll take it. Decided to take it. After all, why shouldn't he?
Alright, sure. I'll take it.
Oh, wait, really? That's awesome. He shoved the thing into his pocket and gave Santa a last confused look.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know?
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny.
What had happened to Santa, Junpei wondered. How had he become such a bitter person? For a moment, they looked at each other.
Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages, that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy. I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
'Cause it's a half-ass number. Not the best or the worst. That's why.
What?
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What are you...
This explanation made no sense. Junpei was even more confused than before.
Play?
Play?
You mean like
You
gambling?
mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I mean? In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros. They call Monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
This makes me think of people who make their tier list of their favorite and least favorite numbers. what's your least favorite number, Riley? Santa blinked, utterly stunned. Then he began to laugh.
Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
That was when Lotus spoke up.
You know, if you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat.
Apparently, she'd been
Of
listening.
course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
It is hidden. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
You just have bad luck with anything including a 4. Interesting.
So,
Least favorite is
we wanna
3.
get off this boat. We have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course.
I mean, 4 does have a lot of superstition around it, as they mentioned
That's why
here.
It's called the nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9 or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9.
It's derived from the Latin prefix nunnia, which means these nuts.
While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one before. Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have quart, quinti, sext, septum, and so on. And of course, the prefix for 8 is octo, like octopus. It's called that because it has 8 legs.
You should do a tier list stream, but very unhinged. Charlie's chaotic color tier list from the Gin Lost stream.
I see.
What?
So then Nona means 9.
So,
Lotus
how many
nodded.
of us are trapped on this ship?
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
0 said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship,
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
Lotus nodded again.
and there you have it.
I mean, given that she's a computer scientist, this does make sense.
The number 9 is everywhere in this game.
Stupid stuff like silverware, the pasta-shaped one. Emmy Slimesicle did a stream for filler for this horror stream, and he just was acting crazy, ranking a slideshow of colors.
He's got a real theme.
Okay,
in mind for
interesting.
This whole thing. No wonder it's called the Nona again.
Somewhere far away, Junpei heard the creak of stressed metal. It sounded almost like Zero laughing at them, or the sad, desperate scream of a pig headed to the slaughterhouse. I don't think that sounds anything like a desperate pig, actually. Hey, check this out. This is a pretty nice sofa. I know. It's a shame I can't take it back with me. Let's see. This is the bathroom wall. The whole wall is covered in these square tiles. Whoa, look, Junpei. There's a mushroom growing out of the wall. That's a shower head. Dude, did these people not shower? Like, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Did these people just not shower? That's the shower knob. I tried turning it, but no water comes out. This thing's a little shelf for putting soap on. I know that because I took a shower once. Let's put that shower curtain on those hooks. Let's try spreading the curtain. That's a pretty obvious peephole. Somebody's really dedicated. It means derived from 9. With a hole this big, you gotta wonder if maybe they want it to be caught. So you're saying maybe the one getting spied on was into that shit? Maybe they were into like those home invasion fantasies. Home invasion. Interesting, I see. Two are real idiots, you know that? Okay. What's the point of this hole? Is there anything in the toilets? Guess not. Tank's empty too. Some toilet paper. We've got 2 rolls, I guess. What's the... Oh, no, I just closed. Oh, no. Please, no, please, let me go back in. Okay, phew. I clicked out of it on accident. Agent, with the tile you've got, you think maybe you're supposed to put it in one of those empty spaces? I mean, the pattern does look kind of the same, doesn't it? He's right, I think so too. But if that's the case, you're going to need to collect all 3 tiles, right? Don't you think we should collect all of them before we start putting them in? Gosh dang, dude, can I stop sniffling and snorfling? What's up? You're going back already? Well, I can't just leave June there by herself. What, do you think you're a knight or a protector or something? You're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. What are you mumbling about? Did you figure something out? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm still missing one of the tiles. Got 2 plates. Doubt it'll be useful, so nothing from that. I think I've checked this room out entirely. Is there anything in the bathroom that I can think of doing? Okay, if I do that and I turn back around, it just re-closes it. So there's nothing with that that I have to worry about. Nothing else in here to take, right? No. Okay, nothing with that. Is there anything else to do in this room? No. Nothing to do there. There's gotta be something in the bathroom here, right? No, it still forces you to re-close it. What? Let's try to spread. Okay, you can spread the curtains here too. There's a hole in the curtain. If I look at it from a ways back, I can see a single tile. Alright, from back here, I can see what tile it is. Looks like it's 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. Okay. Presumably, I have to use that on the... Oh, use that back out here. So 5th from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. So it's that one. Okay. One, two, three. It's this one. Here it is. This one's loose. I think I could underneath this with my nails, and yes. Okay, cool. Let me get a picture of this really quick. Looks like I'm more like the mosquito guy from Soul Eater to me. Oh gosh. Okay. Thankfully, it's not a puzzle, like a tile puzzle. You have to like shift them around. No. Yes, I did it. There, picture complete, and there goes the frame. Oh, what's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? The hole in the wall, like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. Mars key, let's go. Junpei messed around a bit with the key he had and looked blankly at the picture that slid down.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
Nat had only been mumbling to himself, but it drew Lotus's attention. He looked at the picture and paused.
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
Really?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting?
Favorite scene in the game, really?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
Santa put his hands on his head as though he were in great pain. Lotus merely arched an eyebrow in his direction and continued.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
Lotus did not look pleased.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Santa suddenly burst into laughter.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree.
Lotus's response was surprisingly curt. Junpei had expected at least some conflict.
I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book.
Lotus indicated the picture they'd all been looking at. After a moment, she walked up to the strange picture, examined it, and then spoke.
Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
Santa answered first.
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
What is that? Funya Rinpa? It doesn't really look like any of these things to me. Funya Rinpa?
Funya Rinpa. See? I mean, this totally looks like one. Here and here.
Junpei indicated parts of the picture that looked exactly like the other parts. After 3 seconds of silence, Lotus looked at Junpei.
What the hell is a Funya Rinpa?
What do you mean? What the hell is a Funya Rinpa? You mean you don't know?
How the hell would I know?
How could you not know? That's practically blasphemous. Oh, say you're sorry. Apologize to the Funya Rinpa. Goodness, you are such a rude woman.
Bruh. Another 3 seconds of awkward silence went by. Lotus opened her mouth as she shook.
Hey, are you just screwing around? Forget it. I'm just gonna tell you. This is a dog. See? Like this.
Lotus pointed out parts of the picture, and eventually a dog took shape in them. It looked as though she had a point. Okay, now I see it now, I guess. Yeah, it's a pug. Oh no, a bulldog? That's a bulldog? Say you're sorry. Santa also nodded in agreement.
So, now we know what it's
No, it's a Funya Rinpa.
I don't
How dar?
helps us.
Hodor! Lotus nodded and began to
A
speak.
TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took 2 similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These 2 pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc.
The Funya Rinpa is my town flag on Animal Crossing? What?
Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects, roughly 1,000 people. They were shown the 2 pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same tests and the same 2 pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Lotus looked back and forth from Junpei to Santa and back again. Normally calm and collected, she looked now as though she were very nearly possessed, and there was something manic about her manner. Santa took an involuntary step backward. Junpei didn't budge and stared straight back into Lotus's eyes.
Wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field. Huh.
Psych!
Her manner suddenly shifted and Lotus smiled broadly at Junpei and Santa. She waved her hand dismissively, doing her best to laugh the whole confrontation off.
I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously. Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
At last, it seemed that Santa had gained control of his composure.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute. I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
Santa and Lotus laughed and gave one another jovial claps on the shoulder. Junpei, however, didn't feel so much like laughing. Something felt wrong, unclear.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Word.
Word. Lotus and Santa walked away from the picture. But Junpei stayed, staring at the picture of the dog.
A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. I don't even knowing about it, I still don't really see the dog in the picture. All right, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys head to the door. Okay. Roger that. Yes, it unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good, now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. All right, let's go. They stepped through the door to find themselves in a wide hallway.
Another hallway.
Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. A short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
They took hold and shook, but it refused to move.
Look over here!
Nearby was a pair of elevators.
And the buttons? Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
It does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Junpei grabbed hold of the knob and quietly pushed the door open. He entered slowly, trying to take in as much of his surroundings as he could. The others followed shortly.
Oh. So it's a kitchen.
Oh, so by the way, the voice actor for Garfield in ReZero in English is the same voice actor as Hawks. It's Zeno Robinson. Santa did not look pleased.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit. I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
As they talked, Lotus headed deeper into the room. Until at last she stood in front of a door.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
Do I need a key for that?
No good.
Sorry, I guess that wasn't very constructive. Neither Junpei nor Lotus looked terribly happy.
Anyway, let's take a look.
Junpei dug the ship map from his pocket and spread it out in front of them. As he did,
Hey,
What's that? Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
before Junpei could finish, Lotus snatched the map away from
let me
him.
see that.
Binge! She ran her finger across it, muttering to herself.
See? Look.
Yes, yes, hold your horses.
Junpei did as he was told.
What did you figure out?
Santa and June moved over to look at the map as well.
This is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
With her finger. Oh! Brother! Lotus traced a path on the map.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Satisfied she had been correct, Lotus folded the map and handed it back to Junpei.
Thanks.
He took it and slid the valuable piece of paper back into his pocket.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Okay.
Okay, Scooby. Alright, good night, Ian. I'm not gonna make going for too much longer myself. Probably just finish this room and then head out. Oh wait, should I save over this one? Into the title screen? No. Okay. A voucher. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. This looks like a serving table. I would imagine food is put here after it's prepared so that the waiters and waitresses can take it out to the customers, but something doesn't seem right here. Why are there so many plates? Bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. Those plates are for serving meat. Ugh, you really are ignorant, aren't you? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Jeez. I think there are 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How can you tell that? They look just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. What? Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. 1, 2, 3, there's 10 of them. You flip these over, they look like hats. The middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so that the soup doesn't spill. If we ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? Those 9 plates look pretty expensive. They're plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come on square plates. Okay, well excuse me, princess. I didn't expect that reference in here. It's only a partition. There's nothing else worth noting here. All we've got here is a pot and frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. Well, I guess we could use some of these as weapons. What kind of an idiot are you? You're gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious? Okay, what's up with these references all of a sudden? Why so serious? A trash can. There's nothing inside of it. Well, better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. Damn it, there's nothing in here. Hey Santa, digging through the trash really suits you. What the hell did you say? Listen lady, I did you a favor. I knew you just pissed and moaned, so I did it for you. Oh my, I don't recall asking you to do anything. Ugh, I had to throttle you. Excuse me? Does it feel colder in here? A sink. Still got water in it. There are a couple plates in there, but I don't think that they're gonna help us much. Whetstone, okay. Good for a knife. Alright, it's going. Do you think this was all part of Zero's plan? Probably. Kinda hard to believe there's a chef on board somewhere. Wonder what this drawer is. You see the middle grid on top of the grill? They make it like that so that the fat and juices can drip off the meat while it cooks. Looks like the area under the plate opens up. No, you can't. I already checked. It's sealed shut. I think that's where the coal goes. Alright. What else is there to grab in here? That leads out. A lot of notes. They've got a bunch of stuff written on them, but it doesn't look like a code or anything like that. The bolt, and it's really rusty. Will this even open? We won't know until we try. Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's see if you're gonna come out. Damn, no dice. That door, there's a bolt keeping us from opening it. Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy. Spending a day off with June, drinking tea. Such a day ever happened for me? Jumpy? Oh, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. What to do in here? There's a keypad here, an iron oven. Looks pretty heavy duty. It's probably industrial quality. I bet you could cook anything with this. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Damn, I knew it. It's locked. This is the oven door. It's locked, of course. Is there anything weird about the whetstone? No, it just looks like a whetstone. This table's for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. Oh, a countertop. There's a rolling pin and colander here. Nothing useful. Can't go through here, obviously. Doesn't matter how many times you try it, the store isn't going to open until we've solved all the puzzles in this room. I'm sure this is all part of Zero's plan. I just can't imagine what his motives could be. Okay. Oh, lights. It's nice to have something finally go our way. Am I missing something here? So have I been over here? Where am I now? So I'm here now. Now I'm facing toward this. Okay, this is something I can go into. Something I will say about the game a little bit, sometimes it does get a little bit confusing where you're looking sometimes, like which door is which. There's so much stuff in here, a whole lot of cans. This is probably a pantry. There are cans lining every shelf in here. Wooden box on the second row though. Knife, okay.
Rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
Knife seemed important, Junpei thought, but it wasn't going to be much use the way it was.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh?
It wasn't making much sense. Is she like... something... I didn't interact with her too much in the previous run, but she's kind of weird. Maybe I tried rephrasing his question.
Why were you thinking about futility?
At last she
Well,
answered.
It has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
No, I haven't. What is it?
In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank, a novel was published. It was called Futility. It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robertson. The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats, even the location of the accident itself, and the cause and the location of the damage. Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly. It was almost as if he'd seen the whole thing happen. But This book was written.
The author crashed the
years
Titanic.
Before the Titanic sank. But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic. There were 2 other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote 2 stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, 2 ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that. But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull.
But Kirby, you said you believe in curses.
Come on, that's totally different. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys
Isn't a total load.
Sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
That's not it.
Oops.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
He decided it was probably best to say nothing. What June was saying was insane and utterly absurd. If he tried to take what she was saying seriously, he'd go mad.
Well,
Junpei smiled uncomfortably.
why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But
Her voice trailed off, and she glanced at the floor, troubled.
Come on, let's get back to it.
Junpei tapped June gently on the shoulder and awkwardly reached around her to pick up the knife from the box. Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. The blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. Okay. Do I cut the cheese? The number of cheeses lined up on the shelf. This is Gouda cheese, the most famous Dutch cheese. If you don't cut open the casing, it usually won't go bad. So you can store it at room temperature for quite a while. So we can eat this? Most likely. I'm not hungry at all. I guess it's hard to get hungry in a situation like this. Okay. There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably pretty old. Maybe we shouldn't open it up. I don't think it'd be a pretty sight. Yeah, tell me about it. Let's head back for now. Let's see, is there anything I can use the knife on? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of what I can use the knife for. Can't pry it open. Can I use the knife to do this? Like, maybe we have some sort of lubricant. There's cheese on the shelf. Sweet. I think music is anxiety TM, is it? I'm really suspicious about that. Countertop. We've got a rolling pin and a colander. Nothing useful, in other words. Lotus, you can actually cook? Who the hell do you think I am? You better believe I know how to boil hot water and put in my instant noodles. And I can boil eggs, too. Bruh. There's some bottles of seasoning in here. I can't do that. So we can't get it open. A grill ready to grill, but grill what? I don't have any ingredients. The voucher at the end of the counter. This voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F on the voucher. And the plates on the table are 9 appetizers, 16 meat, 10 soup, 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. Hexadecimal is the number system that goes from 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11. You're familiar with base 10, right? That's the normal system of numbers. The base 10 equivalents for hexadecimal numbers would go like this. Yeah, okay. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it as just 6 letters adding on to the normal number system after 9. A equals 10, 10 equals 16, and so on. I think I get it. I wonder if it's some kind of hint. Do you remember what I told you about hexadecimal codes earlier? What would 9 plus F be in base 10? 9 plus F, that would be... Well, the F would be 15, so that's 5 is 24. What is that in base 10? That's, hold on. 24 minus the 16. F. Sorry, it's 1 for 16. And it's, what's left over? That's 9. No. Bro, I'm a computer scientist, but I usually use a calculator for hexadecimal. 9 plus F, so that's 24. And then that would be 10. So that would be 16. And then 4, so that'd be 8 left over, so it'd be 18. Oh, I didn't want me to actually convert it into hexadecimal, because yeah, 18 would be what the equivalent of that would be. Okay, there are 9 plates for appetizers, I guess. Ten, 9, A, F, 16, 10. Oh, does it say these are nuts? That is nuts. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the passcode. Maybe if you put the right number, it'll open the oven door. How many numbers do I get? Why don't we try entering the numbers we found on the voucher earlier? Okay, so it's 9, 10, 15, 16, right? Wait, 9, meat dish 10. It'd be 16, 11, 15. It's too many numbers. So the number on the voucher isn't the actual passcode. So 9, 10, 15, 16. Hey Santa, could you open that door, please? What the hell? There's no way I could open that thing. Guess you're getting to that age where your eyes start to go, huh? You better watch your mouth, boy, or someone won't live long enough to see that door opened. This has got the two of them on edge. We gotta get out of here and fast. Tank with a pipe coming out of it. Nothing really that special about it. Okay. I'm at a loss now. But that's not the code. And I can't manually enter the code. It forces me to have to... I guess it won't let me try to do it until I know the actual passcode. What is the knife used for? I'm trying to figure out. I feel like these rooms are definitely more difficult than the other rooms. At the store, you need to run all the way around the partition to get to the other side. That'd really be a pain in the ass, huh? I guess it's not that really important, but still. There's notes here, but they don't look very important. Hands lining every shelf, second row. Nothing inside. Tons of cheeses, but nothing special about any of the cheeses, it seems. Excuse me. There's a big barrel of milk behind the cloth. Light for the pantry. Looks like some kind of large tin container. Well, it's empty. A frying pan and two kinds of pots. Plates everywhere. I think it would be like, is the password like the number of utensils or like the number of cooking things along the way here, but that doesn't seem to be it. Can't go through that door we came through. No, I don't have any other items, so I just have the knife. There's something in the trash. Can't cut anything on the cutting board. And I can't pry this door open with it either. I need a lubricant of some sort, but where am I going to get a lubricant? And I'm not sure. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to figure out this puzzle, but it's not. I don't know how I'm supposed to figure it out. What I'm supposed to do here. That's nuts. No, I heard it was critically panned. I don't know. It's pretty enjoyable with a little pot. Junpei smokes? I'm at a loss. I really don't know what to do here. I feel like I must just be missing something. Iron plate over the door, partition. Who knows? The pipe goes up into the ceiling. Maybe, just maybe, we could climb up into that pipe and get out of there. Idiots. How the hell are you supposed to get into a pipe that size? Well, at least you kind of got my joke. That makes me kind of happy. What have I done already? Well, I have the knife. I got the whetstone and the knife. I found the notepad. Go back in the cheese room? Okay. Now what? Okay, I thought I clicked on this cheese. I thought I clicked on this cheese like multiple times. So I saw the bottle. It didn't let me get it. You're right. Why don't we move some of the cheese? All right, guys, time to move it. June and I need to look behind you. What the flip? I clicked on that bottle multiple times. I'm frustrated. Hey, just a little bit of oil and come on, you little son of a bitch. Whoa, yes, got you, you little bastard. You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart. Oil shots? Prepare to wrestle June. It's a freezer. As Junpei walked into the room, a blast of cold air washed over him. Almost instinctively, he folded his arms tight across his chest, doing what he could to conserve body heat.
It's cold in here. What is this place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Santa's teeth had already begun to chatter. Hardly surprising. The freezer was far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Lotus, however, was in an even worse situation.
No, that's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
And with that, she ran out of the room. As Lotus left, June came in.
Whoa, it's really cold in here.
White puffs of steam hovered in front of their faces as they talked. June had already started to shiver.
You don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But
Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth.
Huh?
And the thunderous sound of middle upon middle rang out from behind them. In unison, they spun around to find that the door they had only recently come through was closed. Oh, shiz. There's no effing way. Junpei rushed to the door.
why did it suddenly close?
Desperately, he grabbed hold of the doorknob.
Ah,
It was cold, beyond cold. Merely touching it was
the
painful.
knob's frozen.
But why?
My knob's frozen! They quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had
Looks like
ruptured.
the pipe next to it broke, and
Water released by the rupture had hit the door and frozen instantly. Cold-blooded critters tend not to like the cold. Cold-blooded critters tend not to like the cold. That's funny. Henta shoved Junpei aside and pounded against the door. Okay, I think I might save here, because it feels like we're gonna be going into another, like a whole other escape sequence here. So I'm gonna save, and we will continue next stream. Yeah, I won't forget. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, this is a good picture. This is a good picture. Sheepy was right. Sheepy was not lying. Sheepy was not lying. Oh, I forgot about the memes. We didn't do a meme last time. I'll take a user submitted meme this time. I'm not usually gonna take user submitted memes or people like anyone except for Sheepy submitted memes. But I'll take one this time. This is a Callie. Look at this Callie picture. Dare speak to me. Dare come into my lair and ask for mercy. Death. Death to you. POV, you are bug. POV, you are bug, and you're about to get eaten. Lan, I have no idea what this meme means. I'm not going to show it. I have no idea what this effing means. Okay, I'm going to show it because I have no effing idea what it means, actually. Hold on. That sounds funny. What in God's name does this mean? What the F does this mean? Am I having a stroke? Like, am I just continually having a stroke tonight? What's happening? Well, that's gonna stay up while I look for somebody to raid, I guess. think it's pretty clear. Is the implication that they're getting in the socks and doing butt sex? Is that what the implication is? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what the funny joke is? Butt sex? What are we 12? Come on. Are we 12-year-olds? Come on. I would write into Sova, but I think that they're playing Baldur's Gate, and I don't want to spoil anybody. So I'm gonna write into Attack instead. I'm only 3. You sent the meaning to me? Okay, so yeah, I was right. Okay, let's go ahead and run into Attack Rack. They are a friend of mine from the Stream Beans community. They're in fact the leader of the Stream Beans. Let's go ahead and run into them. They're doing some art currently. Thank you all for being here. Let me get this meme off the effing screen. Let's go ahead and raid Attack Raid. Let's show them some love, folks. Thank you all for being here, as always. We'll be back next week with some more Subnautica and some more 999. So I will see you all then. Good night. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't do any back shots. That's nasty. Unless you want to. I'm not going to stop you. Do what you want to do. Good night.